What an unbelievable day, my first show back, and I'm just very lucky to live on the greatest country in the world, here in Australia. Yeah, just picturesque here in Mannum. What a day, and it was just topped off by something so awesome, and an award I was given, SA Truck and Ute Show Mannum 2021. Best strongman ever, Jordan Biggie Steffens, and to me, I'm just going to bring this down, to me, that means more to me than any record, any world record, any Australian record I've set or broken, any trophy I've won, any title I've won. It was just something they didn't have to do, and they did it anyway. It was a real, I guess, a bit of an emotional day for me, as it was my first show back in 3 months after rupturing my second bicep off, my right bicep this time after I did my left one a few years ago. And, you know, the day I did my bicep, the morning of the tear, the morning of the injury, I had a phone call from Neil from Mannum Truck Show asking if I'd do it, and I said yes, of course, I'll be there 100%. And then that afternoon was when I ruptured my arm. So the goal was always to come back and pull a truck at this show. I went from knowing that I was pulling one truck, and I rocked up here and they'd set up two. So I pulled one truck in the morning and one in the afternoon. One was 10 tonne just to warm me up, or 11 tonne, and the other one was two trucks put together, which was about 25 tonnes. Pulled up fine, no issue with the bicep. I used the rope, but just didn't pull very hard on it, just more of a guidance thing than anything else. But the biggest thing for me was just being back and performing in front of a crowd of people. This beautiful trophy plaque that I've been given, which is just lovely, and you know, it was just a very emotional type of moment for me to come back and to be given this. But I guess the biggest things that come out of today was just the amount of people here, the crowd, just the support from the country community, but from just everyone in the trucking community. They're just supportive of what I was doing today. The amount of kids and families that were here was just awesome. And you know, for anyone that is an up-and-coming or striving strongman or inspiring strength athlete or anything like that, my piece of advice to you is learn to work the crowd and work with a crowd of people, because they've paid good money to come and see you do something. So, you know, learn a little bit of, you know, just learn to work with the people, because, you know, without them, we're nothing. We're not really anything. We're just guys that go to the gym. Because for the 30 seconds you're pulling a truck, you're a superhero to someone, or to a young kid. You know, I was leaving today, and one of the ladies, when I was walking out, just goes, "You were the strongman guy, right?" I said, yeah. And she goes, "There was these two young kids, one boy and one girl. They just couldn't stop talking about what they saw. They thought it was the most unbelievable thing ever." And to me, again, like this trophy, that means more to me than any win or any trophy or any prize money. You can't, there's not enough money in the world that I could overturn for that, because it means I've done my job. It means I've performed what I was meant to do, and that's important to me, very important to me. It's the most important thing. I had a lady also, she was an older lady in a wheelchair that wanted a photo after I pulled the two trucks, and she comes up to me and just goes, "Wow, that was awesome. Thank you so much for coming up here and doing that." I said, "Look, no dramas at all. It's an absolute pleasure to perform in front of you and the people here. I really appreciate just the offer to be up here to perform and show." And, you know, she would have been definitely in her late 80s, I would say. And the response was, "I never thought there'd be a human as strong as you to do something like that." And I was gobsmacked for a moment there, and I just smiled and said, "Oh, look, it's all in a day's work for a strong man." But in my mind, it's one of those things where you sit there going, you need to understand that people come out to see you perform and put on a show, and it can be a lot more further reaching than what you think. And like I said, this lady was definitely, well past her 70s, guaranteed into her 80s. And, it was just, for me, just such a touching moment, because, that's hopefully a lasting impression you've made on someone's life, and a positive impression that you've made on someone's life. And, like I said, for me, that's worth more than money to me. So, it was a very emotional day, but a fantastic day. Maddie and Moose came up as well and watched. My cousins were here, Brad and Sally, just so many people coming out and supporting me. What can I say besides just thank you to everyone here at the Mannum Truck Show. Thank you so much to everyone that came up and supported, for all the kind messages I've received leading in. And like I said, to all the up and coming guys coming through, understand that as a strongman, you have a unique sort of ability to perform to a crowd of people, to make yourselves as superhuman as you can be perceived by people. So try and be positive, be a positive role model and a positive outreach to the next generation of young people coming through. But even then, the other, senior generation, they come out to see a show. Always make sure to give the people what they pay for, but also just enjoy it, because the blood, sweat and tears, the injuries, the surgeries, for moments like this, for me, make it all worthwhile. The injury was so second in my mind today. So that's a bit of an update on my day. What an awesome day. And like I said, be sitting here as the old paddle steamer starts to roll past here in Mannum in South Australia, God's country. I'm just at it right now, so more videos, more photos to come. I hope everyone has a great long weekend, a safe long weekend wherever you are. Cheers.